Hi everybody, it's Vicki here from On the Mystical Path with a reading for the collective for the week of April 27th to May 3rd of 2025. I remind you to please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Here we are we're about to step into a new month already. And I have some interesting messages for us as we are leaving one month and stepping into another. So I went ahead and pulled two cards. Let's dive in and see what they have for us. So the first card that we got is Dandelion, and it says healing. The energy for this week feels like it might be a little trying, a little heavy. I think there's been, as the seasons are starting to change and we're probably noticing that spring is trying to ramp up, starting to see the trees budding a little bit, hearing the birds and creatures out there busy building their nests and tending to their new little ones. There is a sense of hope and rebirth, but also with that can sometimes be a bit of a heaviness that comes with us as we are leaving something behind. Even if it's for a good reason, it can sometimes feel challenging as we transition into the next phase. And this often can affect our health, our energy, feeling a bit low, struggling. Brain fog, I think, may be prevalent this week. So just kind of being a little more gentle with ourselves as we move forward, a little more compassionate, try not to be too judgmental of ourselves or others as we all kind of navigate this transition that is happening. And I think that what's lovely about the dandelion is the different phases of this plant, as it comes up, and the perspective that many of us have with the changes. When we look at a dandelion, some people see it as a weed, others see it as a plant or food. And you think of like kids, especially when they see the fluff, when the dandelion flower turns into the fluff, the potential to make wishes of, to be able and allow themselves to dream and to blow those wishes out into the ethers, and watching all the fluff as it floats away. There's something magical about that. And I think this is about the release that we need to create for ourselves this week as we're moving forward. Excuse me. That you give yourself that pause and recognize that there is a transition happening. And what is it that you need right now? What is it that your body is requiring so that you can start to move in a more healthy mindset, healthy physically with your body, healthy with your emotions? What is it that you need? Okay? Take that time and allow the transition to happen. And the second card that came up is Sequoia Tree, and it says balance. And this is where we need to find that balance this week. Again, taking the time to get grounded, to really connect with the earth. If you can stand nice and firmly on the ground with your, especially bare feet, in the grass or the sand or the dirt, and really feel that connection with Mother Earth and the energies that she supplies, that she's always there. The energy is always present. It's not like you're taking too much, because she's always generating more for us, creating more energy for us to support us. And if we take that time to connect in and recognize that we might be feeling depleted, we might be feeling a bit like we're struggling. And when we recognize those moments, to take the time to pause. And like what I had said with the first card, what is it that you need right now? Is it just some quiet time in nature? Do you need to nurture your body with some healthy food, some water, some rest? Take that time this week, because again, we are in this transition. Things are shifting, and when things shift, often it feels very uncomfortable. Sometimes it can feel like we are sliding back into old ways or old patterns. And this is about us recognizing those old patterns and saying, no, I'm actually shifting. I'm leaving those behind. And until we find our new way of filling that space that those old patterns took up, by filling it with the things that we want and desire, it's going to feel uncomfortable. We are creatures of habit. We love to, even if it's not a positive habit, we tend to want to go back to that. So it's giving ourselves some time and grace without judgment, with some compassion, and just, no, that was how I used to be. This is how I am choosing to be moving forward. So give yourself that grace, give yourself that time and compassion. Love yourself a little extra this week, because you need it. As we move forward into this new month, all these transitions that are happening around us as the seasons are changing, just feel and tap into that energy if you can. Get yourself grounded. And I hope that these messages resonate for you. If you would like to have your own personal reading, please visit my website at onthemysticalpath.com. I would love to connect with you and see what messages are waiting specific for you. I wish you all the best, and I will see you next week. Much love till then.